You might think you can easily change a letter inside a word in Python, but the surprising truth about strings could break your code if you don't know it. Hey coders, ever wonder how Python handles all the text data we see everywhere, from websites to messages to user inputs? Strings are the fundamental building blocks. Discover the one fundamental rule about Python strings that trips up almost every beginner and how to avoid it. In this video, you're going to learn the absolute basics of Python strings, how to create them, understand their structure, pull them apart and combine them. Get ready to add a crucial skill to your Python toolkit. In this first part, we'll cover creating strings, understanding how to access characters using indexing and slicing, basic operations, and a really important concept called immutability. Let's dive in. So what exactly is a string in Python? Think of a string as a sequence of characters. It's how Python stores and handles text data, words, sentences, even just letters and numbers mixed together. If you type letters inside quotes, Python sees it as a string. Creating strings is easy. You can use single quotes, like this, or double quotes, like this. Python treats single and double quotes the same for simple strings. It's mostly a matter of style. However, double quotes are useful if your string contains a single quote, like in a contraction. See how the double quotes let us use the single quote inside without confusing Python? The same works the other way around. Now, what about strings that span multiple lines, like a paragraph? For that, we use triple quotes, either 3 single quotes or 3 double quotes. Long text equals, this is the first line, this is the second line, and this is the third. Triple quotes are great for documentation strings, doc strings, or storing blocks of text. Let's do a quick hands-on demo of creating and printing these. Creating strings, single Q equals using single quotes, double Q using double quotes. Quote in string equals, he said, Python is fun. Multiline string equals. This is a string that spans multiple lines. Printing strings, print single Q, print double Q, print quote in string, print multiline string. Easy, right? That's the foundation. Now, strings are sequences, meaning the characters are in a specific order. We can access individual characters using something called indexing. Python uses zero-based indexing, which means the first character is at index 0, the second at index 1, and so on. We use square brackets after the string or variable name to access an index. My word equals Python. Print my word 0, access the first character. Print my word 1, access the second character. Print my word 5, access the last character, index 5 for a 6-letter word. You can also use negative indexing. This counts from the end of the string. The last character is at index -1, the second to last at -2, and so on. This is super handy if you want to grab the last character without knowing the string's exact length. Print my word -1, access the last character. Print my word -2, access the second to last character. Print my word -6, access the first character, index -6 for a 6-letter word. What happens if you try to access an index that doesn't exist? Print my word 10. This will cause an error. If you tried to access my word 10, Python would give you an index error because index 10 is outside the range of our 6-character string. Always make sure the index is valid. Indexing gets 1 character, but slicing lets you get a sequence of characters, a substring. The syntax is start, stop. My sentence equals hello Python coders. Print my sentence 0:5. Get characters from index 0 up to, but not including, index 5. Print my sentence 6:12. Get Python. Print my sentence 5. If start is missing, it starts from the beginning, index 0. Print my sentence 13:. If stop is missing, it goes to the end. print my sentence, colon. If both are missing, it gets the whole string, creates a copy. Remember, the stop index is exclusive. Python goes up to that index, but does not include the character at the stop index. This is a common point of confusion, so practice it. This is a crucial concept. Strings in Python are immutable. This means once a string is created, you cannot change individual characters within that exact string object. Greeting equals hello. Try to change the first character, this will fail. Greeting 0 equals J. If you uncommented that line and ran it, you'd get a type error. Python is telling you you can't change item 0 of this string object. When you perform operations that look like they're changing a string, like replacing a word, Python is actually creating a brand new string in memory with the changes, and your variable then refers to this new string. The original string remains unchanged until Python's memory management cleans it up if nothing else is using it. Greeting, hello. Correct way to change it, create a new string. New greeting equals J, greeting 1, print greeting. Original string is unchanged, print new greeting. This is the new string. See? We didn't change the original hello, we built a new string jello and stored it in a new variable. This immutability is important to understand for how Python handles strings. Even though strings are immutable, we can still easily combine them or repeat them using simple operators. Concatenation means joining strings together, and we use the plus sign. Part 1 equals Python, part 2 equals is, part 3 equals awesome. Full sentence equals part 1 plus part 2 plus part 3. Print full sentence. Name equals Alice. Greeting MSG equals hello plus name plus exclamation mark. Print greeting MSG. You can also repeat a string using the multiplication sign and a number. Separator equals equal times 20. Print separator. Excited word equals wow times 3. Print excited word. Simple and powerful for quickly building or formatting strings. We've covered the absolute essentials: how to create strings using different quotes, how to grab specific characters or sections with indexing and slicing, why strings can't be changed in place, immutability, and how to join or repeat them. You've built a solid base, but there's so much more we can do with strings using Python's built-in tools called methods. In part 2 of this string lesson, we'll dive into these powerful methods to easily change casing, find words, replace text, clean up spaces, and much more. We'll also apply everything we've learned by building a small project to process user input. Make sure you're comfortable with creating, indexing, and basic slicing before moving on. Practice with the code examples from this video. All the code snippets from this video are available via the link in the description below. You'll also find a short quiz to test your understanding of these fundamentals, a small exercise, and key takeaways. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. And to make sure you don't miss part 2, where we unlock the real power of string manipulation, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.